to Serene Soul Journey. I'm Smita, your healer, therapist, and life transformation specialist. Today, we'll be talking about the role chakras plays in our lives as well as ways to keep it balanced. If you have not watched part 1 of this video, I highly recommend you to go watch that first. I'll leave a link for it in the description box. And I will see you in another video soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we'll talk about the role chakras play in our life as well as some ways to keep the chakras balanced. So what are the main functions of the chakras? So one of the major functions of the chakra is to transmit the energy between the auric layers. So each auric layer has all the 7 major chakras associated with it, each located in the same location as on the physical body. Energy is transmitted from one layer to the next through the passageways in the tips of the chakras. In most people, these passageways are closed and are opened as a result of spiritual purification work, and thus the chakras transmit energy from one layer to another. Second major function of the chakras is to vitalize each auric body and thus the physical body. Each chakra is associated with an endocrine gland and a major nerve plexus. The chakras absorb the universal energy or the prana or chi and break it up into component parts and then send it along the energy rivers called nadis into the nervous system, the endocrine glands, and then the blood to nourish the body. The third function of the chakras is to bring about the development of different aspects of self-consciousness. Each chakra is related to a specific psychological function. Chakras are associated with 7 basic levels of consciousness. The opening of a chakra is associated with a deeper level of understanding of the consciousness at that level. Each chakra can be thought of as CD that runs programs regarding certain aspects of our lives, from survival to sexuality to the way we communicate, think and act. Here is a brief description of what each chakra is associated with, as well as the element associated with that specific chakra. The root chakra is located at the base of the spine and is associated with survival. Its element is earth. The sacral chakra is located in the lower abdomen. It is associated with emotions and sexuality. Its element is water. Solar plexus is located in the solar plexus. It is associated with personal power, will and self-esteem. Its element is fire. Heart chakra is located over the sternum. It is associated with love. Its element is air. The throat chakra is located in the throat. It is associated with communication and creativity. Its element is sound. Third eye is located in the center of the forehead. It's associated with clairvoyance, intuition and imagination. Its element is light. Crown is located at the top of the head. It's associated with knowledge, understanding and transcendent consciousness. Its element is thought. Chakras have vortices that spin in a wheel-like manner similar to a whirlpool, attracting or repelling activity on their particular plane by patterns. So anything on the chakra encounters on its particular vibration level gets drawn into the chakras, processed and passed out again. Instead of fluids, chakras are made of symbolic patterns of physical and mental programming. This programming governs the way we behave. Like programming in a computer, it channels the way energy flows through a system and gives us different kind of information. Chakras can be open or closed, excessive or deficient, or any of the various stages in between. So what does being open in the chakras mean? Each of the vortices exchange energy with the universal energy field. So when we say a chakra is open, it is literally opened. That means all the major chakras, minor chakras and the various acupuncture points are openings for the energy to flow into and out of the aura. So we are like sponges in an energy field around us. Since this energy is in the form of consciousness or awareness, we experience this energy we exchange in terms of seeing, hearing, feeling, sensing, intuiting or direct knowing. So staying open means 2 things. Number 1, reception, assimilation and transmission of a lot of energy from the universal energy field through all the chakras, large and small. And number 2, letting in and in some way dealing with the consciousness that is associated with the energy that is flowing through us. So now we know what open in the chakras mean. So why do we need to work on the chakras? It is necessary to work on the chakras to clean up the outdated, dysfunctional or negative programming that may be getting in our way. The content of the chakras is formed largely by the repeated patterns from our actions in day-to-day life, as we are always at the center of these actions. So repeated movements and habits create fields in the world around us, programming from our parents and culture, our physical body shape, situations we are born into, and information from past lives are all important factors. Through involvement with the outside world, some of these patterns tend to perpetuate themselves, hence the idea of karma. Patterns form through action or law of cause and effect. If we are trapped in these patterns, it is called being stuck in a chakra. We are caught in a cycle that keeps us at a particular level. This could be a job, a relationship, a habit, but most often is simply a way of thinking. Being stuck can either be an overemphasis or underdevelopment of a chakra. The objective of our work is to clean the chakras of old, non-beneficial patterns so that self-perpetuating actions have a positive influence and our life energy can continue to expand to a higher plane. Since the chakras vitalize our physical body, it is important to open our chakras and increase our energy flow. Because the more energy we let flow, the healthier we are. Illness in the system is caused by an imbalance of energy or blocking of the flow of energy. Lack of flow in the energy system also distorts our perceptions and dampens our feelings and thus interferes with the smooth experience of full life. We experience life through the five senses and perceive reality. Our reality is actually dependent on all these belief patterns that we have formed while growing up, and these belief patterns influences our emotions and how we feel. In order to understand more about the chakras, I would like to present a story. Suppose a person say Mike was laid off from his work. Growing up, Mike had low self-esteem and never felt sure of himself. Now he starts being fearful about how he would pay his bills. At the physical level, this fear translates into knots in his stomach, tightness in his chest, or shortness of breath. His mind starts working overdrive and tells him the economy is bad for him to find a job or his skills are not valuable enough. And now he is unable to sleep or eat or do anything constructive. Mike is feeling fearful or insecure about his life ahead. The adrenal gland starts producing cortisol as Mike is in a fight or flight mode. Continued thoughts about the lack of stability in his life may cause him to have other physical ailments. Do you see how the emotion of fear has wreaked havoc on physical and mental well-being of Mike? Now, if we knew about the chakras, we would be able to diagnose this issue that Mike feels and say his root chakra is blocked. Now, do you see how an understanding of the chakras can be useful as it can help you diagnose and rectify certain emotional patterns you are dealing with? Just like a map gives a direction to go from one place to another, chakras can give us a sense of direction in navigating our mind, emotions, and processing various aspects of our life and help us liberate our life or manifest certain desires. The chakra system describes a pattern of evolution in the continuum of consciousness. Chakras can be used to diagnose and heal our persistent pattern. So, how do we open or balance our chakras? We know that the chakras can be open or closed, excessive or deficient, or any of the states in between. These states may be basic aspects of someone's personality throughout most of their life or something that changes moment to moment in response to a situation. An ailing chakra may be unable to change its state easily because it is being stuck in a closed state. The chakras then need healing by uncovering and removing whatever is blocking it. If chakra is in a blocked or a closed state, it is unable to receive or generate energy on that particular plane, such as love energy or communication. If chakra is an excessively open state, then it tends to channel all the energies through that particular plane. For example, if third chakra is excessively open, the individual would use all the situations to further his power, where other forms of behavior may be more appropriate. A closed chakra is chronic avoidance of certain energies, while an excessively open chakra is chronic fixation. The quality and quantity of the energy that are encountered in a particular plane has to do with how open or closed the respective chakra is, or how able they are to control the opening and closing at appropriate times. This governs the amount of activity and complexity we can effectively handle at any given level. For example, someone with a tightly closed third chakra would be terrified of confrontation, while another person where the third chakra is excessively open may thrive on it. Someone whose throat chakra is too open may talk too much and not listen, while another may be scarcely able to get their words out. There are specific exercises that are designed to facilitate the opening, discharging, or the strengthening of each center, but one must be able to understand the system as a whole. Once the system is understood, individual levels can be approached in various ways. So what specifically can we do to open a chakra? So one can do the following. Number 1, focus attention on that area of the body, taking careful note of how it feels and behaves. Number 2, understand the philosophical working of the chakras and apply it. Number 3, examine the interactions in one's day-to-day life that correspond to that chakra. You can improve the health of the chakra by doing the following. Number 1, doing physical exercises that pertain to relaxing, opening, or stimulating the particular area of the body related to the chakra. Number 2, working with its associated colors, images, sounds, deities, or elements. Like for the sacral chakra, one can work with the element of water, drink a lot of water, or go swimming. Number 3, working through your feelings and values associated with the psychological function of the chakra at that level. For example, for the sacral chakra, you can explore your feelings and values about sexuality and emotions and bring these new insights into your behavior with others. Any or all of these processes may affect changes in your emotional or sexual nature. To summarize, chakras can be opened through various physical exercises, eating fruits and vegetables pertaining to the color of the specific chakra, chanting the seed mantra for the specific chakra, meditating on the specific chakra, life experiences, etc. In essence, the body and mind are inseparably interrelated. Each governs and affects the other, and each is accessible through the other. The 7 major chakras are inseparably interrelated. A block in the functioning of one chakra may affect the activity of one above or below it. For example, you may have trouble with your personal power, which is a third chakra function, because of a block in communication, which is associated with the 5th chakra, or vice versa. Or the real problem may be in your heart and only manifest in these other areas because it is buried so deeply. In examining the system as a whole, we get clues on what patterns we need to heal in our lives. In the next video, we will go in depth about the root chakra and ways to heal our root chakra. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing to this channel. And thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.